The young princess reacted emotionally to a performance by one of the artists. Princess Charlotte recently attended the Together at Christmas concert at Westminster Abbey with her family. The video of the event features a touching snippet of Charlotte reacting excitedly to a tribute to her late great-grandmother, Elizabeth II. The moment immediately sparked a cheer from many royal fans. The 7-year-old princess perked up and smiled widely when one of the performers, Hugh Bonville, read an excerpt from a book about Paddington Bear. The performance was a tribute to Elizabeth II, who loved this character of classic English literature. Shortly before her death, Her Majesty even starred in a celebratory video for the Platinum Jubilee of her reign, along with an animated version of Paddington. After seeing Charlotte's response to the tribute, royal fans vied with one another in comments on social media. They call the princess's reaction touching and priceless. This was not the only moment of the concert where the late Queen was remembered. The Christmas tree in the Abbey was also decorated with Paddington figurines. And the Princess of Wales, speaking at the start of the show, emphasized, "This Christmas will be our first without Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. She took Christmas close to her heart as a time that brings us all together." Catherine also recalled that as a child, she was struck by a picture of the future Queen Elizabeth preparing a Christmas pageant during World War II. "I saw Her Majesty doing a performance for Christmas during World War II, and I thought it was really special," Welsh shared. The British royal family has grown another handsome young man. It seems that the youngest grandson of Elizabeth II promises to become a real heartthrob. Windsor's Christmas outing at Sandringham was a long-awaited one for royal admirers. On the short walk from Sandringham House to St Mary Magdalene Church on the holiday morning of December 25, His Majesty was accompanied by Queen Consort Camilla, eldest son Prince William and his family, Catherine, George, Charlotte and Louis, the King's 3 nieces and nephews with their families, Zara and Mike Tyndall and their eldest daughter Lena, Princess Beatrice and her husband Eduardo Mapelli-Mosey and his son Christopher, and Princess Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank, Carl's middle brother Prince Andrew, and younger brother Edward and his wife Sophie and their children, Lady Louise Windsor and James, Viscount North. The only son of the Earl and Countess of Wessex joined his parents and older sister at the annual Christmas service as usual. The youngest grandson of the late Queen greeted well-wishers lined the street near Sandringham to see the first Christmas service in the reign of King Charles III. And Viscount Severn won over many of the royal admirers. The Earl and Countess of Wessex have always tried to keep their 2 children, now 19 and 15, out of the public eye, having long decided to try to give them as normal a childhood as possible. Nevertheless, Elizabeth II's youngest grandson and granddaughter are becoming more and more popular as they grow older. Reaching adulthood, Lady Louise Windsor has gained fame as the first beauty of the royal family, and quite a stylish young lady. Well, the younger brother of the new royal family style icon, seems to promise to be a real heartthrob. The 15-year-old has incorporated the best of his parents' traits. The skinny, blue-eyed boy with ruffled hair has garnered plenty of compliments online. Some have compared the King's nephew to British movie stars. On his way to the service at St Mary Magdalene Church, he wore a tight black suit with a blue and green striped tie. In September, James joined his sister and cousins at a vigil in memory of their late grandmother at her casket. At that time, the young man was spotted with Diamond and Platinum Jubilee medals. At his grandmother's funeral, he was pictured wearing the traditional aristocratic tuxedo. Before meeting her fiancé Eduardo Mapelli-Mosey, the Princess of York dated other men, among whom, as it turned out, was a real criminal. Today Princess Beatrice pleases fans with constant joint appearances with her husband Eduardo Mapelli-Mosey, and British subjects are watching with interest the development of their relationship, noting that the daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson finally found her true love. Today Princess Beatrice pleases fans with regular joint appearances with her husband Eduardo Mapelli-Mosey, and British subjects are watching with interest the development of their relationship, noting that the daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson has finally found her true love. Their romance has developed rapidly. By the end of 2005, Princess Beatrice decided to introduce her lover to her mother and younger sister, Princess Eugenia, and made ambitious plans for a joint future with Paolo. In 2006, shocking details about Paolo Liuzzo's life emerged in the press. As it turned out, in 2002, Princess Beatrice's beloved had instigated a drunken brawl in a bar in Massachusetts, which resulted in the death of his classmate. Liuzzo was charged with manslaughter, but the charge was later reclassified as assault, allowing him to receive only a fine and hours of community service, instead of jail time. However, Princess Beatrice was not frightened by the criminal details of her lover's life, and she continued to communicate with him. Then, to reassure an agitated public, Sarah Ferguson issued an official statement. Like any parent, I really value trust in my relationship with my daughter. We all learn from our mistakes, and I will give that right to Beatrice. She is a reasonable girl, and will be able to choose those with whom she wants to communicate, said the ex-wife of Prince Andrew. However, Princess Beatrice was not frightened by the criminal details of her lover's life, and she continued to communicate with him. Then, to reassure the worried public, Sarah Ferguson made an official statement. Like any parent, I really value trust in my relationship with my daughter. We all learn from our mistakes, and I will give that right to Beatrice. She is a reasonable girl, and will be able to choose the people she wants to communicate with, said the ex-wife of Prince Andrew. In his first royal Christmas address, Charles III, with his usual elegance, set all the accents and expressed his attitude to Harry and Meghan. Charles III congratulated the nation on Christmas for the first time as king. And in his speech, he elegantly took revenge on his youngest son and daughter-in-law, about which there was a lot of speculation beforehand, in anticipation of the holidays. In the end, Charles did not mention the Sussexes, which many had bet on. Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan did not show up in any way during the 8-minute speech given by the sovereign, nor in the images shown on the screen during the speech. Many saw it as a response to the grievances of the Sussexes in the series Harry and Meghan, including claims addressed to His Majesty. In his first address to the United Kingdom, monarch warmly remembered his mother and her faith not only in God, but in people, thanked well-wishers for the sympathy shown to him and his wife, and then focused on the work of acting members of the royal family. Among those shown were Queen Camilla, pictured as she gave children toys in the form of Paddington Bear, Prince Edward and Sophie, the Earl and Countess of Wessex, and Princess Anne, who again this year was voted the hardest working member of the royal family, challenging her older brother for the first time in years. In his speech, Charles also mentioned William and Catherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales, when talking about charity in Britain. The theme of aid, solidarity and good neighbourliness proved crucial to the message. Referring to Kate and William's first visit to Swansea since they won new titles after Elizabeth II's death, Charles said, "The Prince and Princess of Wales recently visited Wales, shedding light on practical examples of this community spirit." At this point in the broadcast, excerpts of a visit by senior members of the royal family to St. Thomas Church, a community centre offering a wide range of services and support, including a food bank and children's bank, to the local community, was shown. The central theme of the speech was a celebration of the dedication shown by many people throughout the kingdom during this difficult year, and especially the difficult winter. The life-giving light and true humility underlying our service to others, I believe, will help us believe in the future. Let us cherish and honour it together, Charles said at the end of his speech before wishing the British a Merry Christmas and wishing them peace, happiness and everlasting light. Quote, some of the royal fans found Charles III's speech to be an elegant hint at exactly what he values in people, including his loved ones. The new monarch's first ever Christmas broadcast was planned according to the well-established pattern in effect during the reign of Elizabeth II, and included His Majesty's personal reflections on the past year, current issues, and Christian and general cultural reference points. The estate where the shooting took place is located in Montecito, in a picturesque area with palm trees and citrus gardens. The luxurious house, built in 2006 and decorated in a Mediterranean style, has a gym, a game room, a library and a cinema room. The mansion's garden includes a small guest house and an outbuilding. This is the manor served as the background for interviews with the Dukes of Sussex and their acquaintances in the 6-part documentary, Harry and Meghan. Many Netflix viewers have assumed that this is where the Dukes of Sussex live. However, this is not true. Meghan and Harry's mansion is located nearby, in Santa Barbara, and its cost is a little more modest, $14.7 million. In an interview, Meghan admitted that she feels free and relaxed living in her American home. Read also. Diana's Sanctuary. What was the home of the Princess of Wales? The Sussex mansion is rumoured to be more than 5,000 square metres in size. There are 9 bedrooms and 16 bathrooms, as well as a tennis court, wine cellar, spa, swimming pool and chicken coop. Oprah Winfrey, Kim Kardashian, Gwyneth Paltrow, Ariana Grande and other A-list celebrities are among the Duke's neighbours.